Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.
Emancipation. To free oneself from restraint, control, or the power of another in many ways. Legally, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. To be no longer in bondage, no longer slaves. Is Sint Maarten really emancipated? If we still see massive abuse of control through the justice system, unequal treatment of our people when it comes financial freedom or opportunities in business and labor market, class justice, racial discrimination on all levels, sexual abuse of the children, no willingness to effect changes in laws that will all stop the abuse of our people, loaning with extreme enslaved conditions, placement of people in ruling positions that are placed to carry out not our agenda, a people that feel happy to put down their own but glorify everything else that doesn't look like them. The question becomes, what are we celebrating on this day? The fact that we as a country still has not put in place self-preservation of our historic places and having everyone destroy them under the pretext of fire. That we as a country are not willing to put our people in a better social, emotional, and financial position. That the educational system is still teaching our children some untruths and not really elevating them to their true potential. What are we truly celebrating on this day? Dressing up with culturistic clothing while we don't even embrace our own people and culture. What are we celebrating Sint Maarten on this day? That when you or your children are educated, you or they don't have no chance in your own country because they believe that overqualification of their own makes them non-suitable because the country doesn't deserve the best. What are we celebrating on Emancipation Day, Sint Maarten? That we are considering good to be evil and evil to be good. And rewarding pedophilia, children sexual abuse, elders abuse, employees abuse, and tax collection misuse. That we ain't put a system in place to actually be able to help people feed themselves through cultivation of their own land. Land that was once cultivated by the same ancestors we suppose to be honoring today. What are we celebrating? That we are not preparing the country to truly stand on itself one day in a good solid financial position where we can actually sit as equal partners at the table and not be happy with the crumbs while thinking we got the best part of the steak. Country Sint Maarten always have reason for celebrating, which is nice. This doesn't solve the problems. We need to stop celebrating senseless. While we celebrating opportunities from our children are being taken away. Land are being taken away right in our faces. Racial discrimination is increasing. Class justice is on a rise. Labor victimization is on a rise. Price control is on a still stand. We are dancing right back into slavery. Sint Maarten, just how we point out the shortcomings. The U.S. Party has the plan to guide the country to a true Emancipation Day celebration where people will one day experience the opposite of all the above. True freedom. Emancipation Day for U.S. is a reminder that there is work to be done, and it's a process that we haven't truly started, not because we can't. Because those truly in power, the unseen forces, doesn't really want. Happy Emancipation Day. Today on Emancipation Day, Sint Maarten is celebrating to have the ancestors spinning in their graves that all their fight and labor was in vain, as we are still mentally, emotionally, financially, and socially enslaved and living in bondage.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.